I want to talk about His Dark Materials. Annoyingly, the first book in this series, which is a trilogy, I think I gave out to someone. Well, I know I gave out to someone, and they never gave it back. This is why I don't give out books. Oh, the bane of my life is giving out books. Yeah, the first one I don't have to hand, and I kind of don't want to buy the first one because I don't think I'll get the same cover and the same like ages, the same like oldness in the books. The first one will look pristine. The last two will look out of shape, but that's just me and my OCD-ness. Anyway, this book, this series is spellbinding, and I don't say this lightly. These books made me want to be an author. These books blew my socks off. These books were some of the greatest writing and great storytelling I have ever just read. This is a series about books that made me want to be an author. This is His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. And what can I say? So there'll be no spoilers in these videos, but if you've not read His Dark Materials, for shame on you. If you have read them, then you know what brilliant storytelling these are. The world that Philip created is something that I wish I could have created. And when I say that, I don't mean that. Do I mean that in a jealous sense? I probably do. But like, the thing that I love the most, and I think the thing that made these books so popular, is that all of us believes at a certain age. It might be like when we're 10, when we're 15, whenever. You might still believe that now, but all of us still believe that we have a spirit animal. And this book takes the idea and expands upon it, and Philip makes it his own. So a brief overview about this book. It's about two main characters, Will and Lyra, if I believe that. I'm dyslexic, so sometimes I mess up the names, but Will and Lyra. And Will is from Earth, our Earth, and Lyra is from a different dimension, I would say, where it's like Earth, but in Lyra's dimension, there's spirit animals. So you might have a spirit animal of a snake, I might have a spirit animal of a dog, someone else might have a spirit animal of a crow, whatever. And your personality is dictated somewhat to that animal. And the thing that I love is, well, two things that I love. One is that the animal and the person are two separate entities. So it'll be Dominic, and then for instance, I'll use my cat Daisy. Dominic and Daisy, two separate animals. She has her own will and personality quirks, and so do I. And it's always a sense of if the human's male or the human's male or the human's female, their spirit animal will be the opposite of that sex. So if I'm male, my spirit animal will be female, and vice versa. So that's the one thing I love about this story. But the second thing that I love is young love. This book, it's a love story without trying to be a love story, and it's a slow burn love story from Lyra's parents to Will's parents, or I won't say too much, to Will and Lyra. It's not forced in your face. It's just simmering under the surface, and the conclusion. You've got to read all three books because it's a slow simmer burn until the last book and the last couple of chapters where Will and Lyra have to make a decision. It's heartbreaking and it hurts and it made me cry. And by the way, first and only book where I've shed a tear. This one. I think I was maybe like 20 or 21. First and only book in series. And yeah, it's just done beautifully. Now, I've read the other books, not other books. It's kind of like other books in the world. So there's His Dark Materials, and then I want to say like 15, 20 years later, Philip came back and wrote, I want to say it's the prelogue. My memory, again, you know me, I don't do any research, but my memory is hazy here. I want to say it's the prelogue when Lyra was a baby, and it was about the water gypsies, or people who lived on the water on narrowboats. Not read it. I think there's another series of story in that universe, and I've not heard a lot of things about it, if I'm honest. I don't think it captures, well, again, this is me not reading it, but I don't think it captures the magic of these series or this trilogy. But yeah, it's just, the world building is amazing. The characters are so defined. There's polar bears in this, talking bloody polar bears, and they act like you think polar bears would act. It's like, it's everything in here is brilliant. I love it so much. Yeah, it's a series that I've read many times. I've also seen I think there's a BBC adaptation and there's a movie with Daniel Craig. The movie is caca. Don't bother watching it, but there's a BBC adaptation, and I've only seen the first season and it was good. I've not seen anything else. I haven't seen the rest of the series. If you've watched it, let me know. But yeah, these books, mwah, love them so much. The storytelling, the world building. Now, one thing that might annoy you as a reader is Lyra as a main character. She is bossy. She is pig-headed. She's stubborn. She is a child, one of those child that gets under your skin because she's a little bit spoilt. And the reason she's been spoilt because where the abbey or the college, Cambridge College she's grown up in, has spoilt her rotten and made her this. And that does annoy some readers. It annoyed me a little bit until she got humbled and she evolved as a character. But that doesn't happen until book 2. Book 1, she's still a spoiled brat. But if you can get through that, then you love these stories. You truly love these stories. Amazing. Yeah, I can't keep on saying how beautiful these books are. And the world building is just right. I don't know if these were written for young adults or teenagers, but it has that young adult feel where it's not too overcomplicated, not too flowery. It's just right. It's like water. There's a great saying by, I want to say Edgar Allan Poe or George Orwell, someone, where they were describing their writing style and they went, some authors write like wine, some authors write like brandy, I write like water. Everyone drinks water. And these books are like water. Beautiful, nourishing glasses of cold ice water. Anyway, if you've read them, let me know. Oh, before I go away, a word for my sponsors, which is me. I write books. Yes, I do. Look at all these. These are not even all the first in series, but these are some. If you like Avatar: The Last if you like Avatar: The Last Airbender, this is Avatar: The Last Airbender, but in space with a female lead. If you like westerns and Firefly, this here is your book. If you like dragons, demons, world-ending consequences, gods, anime style fighting, this is your book here. But as always, let me know in the comments what you think about His Dark Materials. Lots of love as always. Big kiss. Mwah. We out until next time. Bye-bye.